Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon, not here with Geeky Sparkles in this video. But we're going to talk about Netflix, their Q2 earnings report. Turns out that, yeah, it was accurate. Analysts said they thought they would lose around 1 million subs. They lost like 970,000 subs. But what's interesting about this is how Netflix has been able to spin it. Netflix lowered everybody's expectations. They said we could lose up to 2 million subs next quarter, just so you guys know. Just so you know. And they did lose about half of that. And now the media is like, oh my God, it's a Christmas miracle. It's a Festivus miracle. Netflix didn't lose 2 million subs. They only lost 1 million subs. And the stock is jumping up. I mean, this is really interesting, and it's actually kind of brilliant on the part of Netflix to just like completely destroy people's expectations and then be like, look guys, look, we didn't die, we're only mostly dead. So we're going to talk about this. Look, I do think Netflix eventually is going to rebound, but they're really going to have to take the knife to their content decisions, and I do think more layoffs are coming. For sure. So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, over 272,000 subs. That is not nearly as many as Netflix lost, but that's okay. Thank you so much for the support. We've been following the Netflix story. Of course, Netflix last quarter lost 200,000 subs, and everybody was like, oh my God, the sky is falling. Netflix is burning. They started laying people off almost immediately. They started canceling shows almost immediately. And now they're trying to spin this almost 1 million subscriber loss as a comeback. And people are buying it. All the media outlets are buying it. You know, I don't know what to say here. You know, they're vowing a rebound. We lost 1 million subscribers, but we're vowing a rebound. You know, Netflix predicts return to customer growth and shares jump. Netflix loses subscribers, but stopping the bleeding. I mean, really interesting. So anyway, let's look at this one first. The Hollywood Reporter: Netflix loses 970,000 subs, but forecasts 1 million gain in next quarter. The streaming giant stock has tumbled more than 65% in the last year. Now it's up after hours. People are like, wow, Netflix isn't completely dead. Netflix lost 970,000 subscribers during the second quarter, performing better than expectations. Again, this was kind of brilliant on the part of Netflix to be like, oh, guys, I don't know. It's going to be really, really bad. 2 million subs, maybe more. Oh, guys, it's going to be... They had an indication of what they were actually going to lose. During the first quarter, Netflix lost 200,000 subscribers and spurred Wall Street and Hollywood to reevaluate the economics of the streaming business. The company warned they expected to lose an additional 2 million subscribers during Q2. The quarter still ended with a net loss in subscribers. The streaming giant is still projecting it will add 1 million subscribers in Q3. Well, Stranger Things is over, so how? Netflix now has a total of 220.67 million subs, a decrease from the 221.64 million recorded at the end of Q1. Revenue hit $7.97 billion for the second quarter, representing an 8% year-over-year growth, in part due to a stronger US dollar and also rate increases. And also, you're not able to share your passwords anymore. But you know, anyway. By region, Netflix saw the most losses in the US and Canada, despite major English language series like Stranger Things, fourth season. They said they saw US, oh, this is interesting. So USA and Canada, you can, saw a 1.3 million loss in subscribers, dropping to a total of 73.3 million paid subscribers in the region. So in the US and Canada, if I'm reading this correctly, they lost over 1 million subs. But they picked up some subs in Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. Now, they said Latin America picked up a modest addition of 1,000 subs. So here's the thing. Not all subs are created equal either, and we're going to find this out with Disney Plus, because they're going to lose a lot of people in India because they did not renew the rights to cricket, to sports. But Yeah, this is interesting. Netflix's subscriber losses have been a major wake-up call for the company, which has long been known for its big budget and lavish spending. In the aftermath of the Q1 earnings report, Netflix went into overhaul mode. The streamer implemented several rounds of layoffs, with the most recent resulting in the loss of 300 staffers that amounted to $70 million in severance costs, reevaluated its film strategy to focus on fewer but better projects, and they're partnering with Microsoft to do an ad-supported tier. I think the ad-supported tier is probably kind of saving its ass right now. What's interesting, though, is they cut a lot of animated projects, but apparently they are buying the studio. Animal Logic, the Australia-based studio that worked on Happy Feet and the Lego Movie, they bought this. They announced that they bought this animation studio. So I think they're using this too to try to refocus on the kinds of content they want to do. This is coming from Reuters. Netflix predicts return to customer growth, shares jump. It only lost 970,000 subscribers April through June, averting the worst case scenario projected by the company, and predicted it would return to customer growth during the third quarter. The shares have fallen 67% this year, rose 7% in after-hours trading. Defections, I thought it said defecation. Defections for the second quarter were not as steep as expected. Netflix estimated its new customer additions for July through September would amount to 1 million. So after years of red-hot growth, Netflix's fortunes changed as rivals, including Disney and Warner Brothers and Apple, invest heavily in their own streaming services. In a letter to shareholders, the company said it had further examined the slowdown, which it had attributed to a variety of factors, including password sharing, competition, and a sluggish economy. So they're going to, I think when the ad-supported tier kicks in, they're probably going to pick up some people that'll get cheap Netflix, but I think Netflix has basically hit a ceiling. I mean, I think this is like the total number of people that are willing to pay for streaming, and also a lot of people are defecting because the content itself has not been great. They have a couple of shows that are decent, but they are one of the most expensive options out there, and for about the same price you can get HBO Max, which has a hell of a lot better offerings in my opinion than Netflix does. But there you go, guys. This is how you can fail and still look like a hero, because it's not as bad as it could have been. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.